first session, I'm going to recording this too, okay? So I want us to finish this. Now, this is the range of this. This is the range of this. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. As you're entering, please mute yourself. Okay. All right. So this is the range of this candle. But this candle, even though it swept this low, right? It swept the low, but it did not close above it. If it had closed above it, that would have been all right. Now, look at what happened. Of course, for you to have seen this. Yes, now. Someone is asking the same. Okay. All right. So this candle opened now, right? It opened here. And it first went for this high, but it had not created a low. We've not seen a substantial low created. Okay. If someone might get lucky, this is 1 hour, right? Let's quickly use my Fibonacci. My Fibonacci 2 from here to this place. Okay. Let's say the person gets lucky. The person scalps, right? And then you can see that this eye that was even taken, number one, it will have been incorrect for the person to have taken this trade, right? But if the person should now, let's say the person takes this trade, this eye did not even meet up to half of the candle range, right? It just went past this 0.618 level, right? And that's about, if you pick the entry from your entry position, that's 23.21, it only made like 30 pips for you, right? Okay, and if I'm trading good, the least I'm expecting is 100 pips personally, but that is me. And probably I have a kind of large appetite, and of course, with large appetite, you have to have discipline, because number one, good can ruin you, and then number two, you don't want to be ruined, so you have to be disciplined. So if I'm taking my own trades, the least amount I'm expecting on gold is 100 pips. So from 200, 300, 400 pips, I'll be happy. Okay. So number one, you can't take this trade because it first went after the high. A good low has not been created. It just went after the high, and then see what happened. It came back, and what? It closed, it formed a low, and then it closed within this range. See, if the candle had closed within this range, inside this range, right? Then you can say, okay, this candle has been swept, or it has been souped, right? You can see it has been souped. Then you can look for your next candle. You just take your entry at the third candle. If you have watched that video, the YouTube video I sent that time, if you have watched it, they will tell you that your third candle is your most powerful candle. The third candle is the most powerful candle. That's after your first candle has been swept, then your third candle, after your first candle has been swept by the second, then your third candle is your entry position, and it's usually very fast. It moves very, very fast, right? So look at what happened here, and so this was not souped because it did not close within the range. So this has been invalidated, even though it's a beautiful long candle, but it has been invalidated using your 1 hour time frame. Now, it could still be valid. It could still be valid if you are using your H4, probably H4. On H4, it will give you a nice entry position. I want to look for that range on H4. Okay, now on H4, okay, now you can see the range on H4 was actually, okay, this is the candle on H4. This is that candle on H4, right? But look at, even on H4, it formed what? It formed of course, this is a reversal pattern, spinning tool or something. That's what they call this, right? That looks like cross, but it closed below the range, right? So of course, on H4, this entry, it looks good. It went well, right? But since it did not close, it's better to take only A setups. In fact, the A setups are the only trades that you should be taking. You don't have to risk unnecessarily. The market is large. You can always come back and make your money, right? So you only take your your A setups are only so this did not close within range, right? If they are close within range, that would have been a very, very good opportunity for you to enter your buy from here and target how many? This was 70 pips actually. And say, but it did not close within range. So this setup is still invalidated, right? It's still invalidated. So let's look for another 1 hour. 1 hour, one thing I've noticed about 1 hour time frame is that it's okay, it works very well, right? It's usually goes the full time frame. Now look at what's just happened on gold now in the previous hour. Now look, see this beauty, right? So this is 50 pips. This is the range we are considering now. This is the range. And see what happened. Now this candle came, even though it's closed bearish, but it's closed within this range. Since it's closed within this range, if you take your buy here, put your stop loss here. If you take your buy at this entry, or you can see it came back to retest this low actually. There are times it might not come back to retest the low. So if you put your, let's assume you put your entry here, 21, and you are risking to 20, that's 30 pips. And your target is what? 26. So you are risking 30 pips to make 50 pips, which is good. See what happened. It's played out, right? But the consideration is that this closed within range. It's closed within range. That's the most important thing, right? So if you would use this model and you use it concretely, use it well, and you're only targeting the third candle, right? Actually, you will make your win rate will increase. Your win rate will increase. Okay. I want to mark this range with my Fibonacci tool. I'm not supposed to do this. Coming. Okay. So this is the range. So using so I'll put, so how do I mark my Fibonacci? My points, my one will be at the entry and the low, and the zero will be at the high. It should just be against, okay? So look at this. If I had entered here, even if I had entered at the opening of this candle, in fact, it's more realistic to enter at the opening of the candle, or the third candle. If you have entered, set your risk, okay? So is either you close you close in profit here, or you close in profit at the point 0.217, this point here, right? Which gives you just about 10 pips higher than this, okay? So it is very, very important for us to take note of that, right? So like I said, you can take your candle range. Usually, I will advise you to mark it from the higher time frame. Mark on the higher time frame, you know, from 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, right? And okay, so of course, if you are taking from the 1 hour time frame, you also should know that, excuse me, you also should know that your, excuse me, if you take it from 1 hour time frame, you know that you boil down to what? You skip 3, and then your entry will be from 1 minute. Okay? The entry is going to be from 1 minute time frame. So this was the range that happened within those first two candles, right? And then if you take your entry from this place, number one, you can see that it has even given you, it has swept this what you are seeing here. It has swept this liquidity here, right? And it has given you a reversal pattern. This is W formation, right? It gave you a reversal pattern about 3 times. So if you enter from here, from this neck, put your stop loss here, right? And you go, right? And for me, also, there are times I combine for my take profits after with using my Fibonacci. I like to see my Fibonacci confluences with my EMA. You know, I always talk about EMAs, right? And EMAs are wonderful, actually. They are good. And see, look at this reversal pattern here. The time I was using EMA, if I should see this reversal pattern, sorry, the time I was using EMAs exclusively to take my trades, if I had seen this reversal pattern, I'll have entered here, take my buy here, and put my stop loss here. But the CRT model is just, let me say, is a safety net. Number one is a safety net, and then you have higher win rate if you use it. That's just the truth. So I would like you guys to go on back test. If you are taking your entry from the 4 hour, if you are taking your range rather from the 4 hour, where is your entry going to be from? Who can tell us? Who can tell us where your entry?
5 minutes or so.
If your range is on the 4 hour time frame, what's your entry going to be from?
5 minutes.
On the 5 minutes. Thank you very much. The 5 minutes is a good place to enter. Okay, so you will see this thing. It doesn't happen every time, but you see it. You usually see it if you're observant, right? You will see it. Now, personally, I'm expecting goods to sell more. You know, based on what it has been doing, it's still. What I'm saying is still that it's still within range from Thursday's range, right? So I'm expecting it to sell more. It's just that I was expecting it to give me a good entry. I don't even know if it has already. So look on the 4 hour, look at this range, this candle, and look what happened. This went on ahead to what? To sweep it. It swept this. Now this did not give us an opportunity for the third candle. No, okay, sorry. It was here that it swept actually. If it was, but it did not give us opportunity for the third candle, right? So there are times that it will form the third candle, but look at what happened here. This came, it swept this up. Use dry energy. The time frame, I already said the time frame you have to use. You take your ranges from your 1 hour, either 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. Now, if you are going daily, you know that you have to be patient because you have to be more patient than those who are doing 1 hour or 4 hour. Personally, I like taking my range from daily and weekly, right? Because I know that, okay, I have opportunity to eat big, okay? I will risk little and eat big. And also there are times that your 1 hour range and your 4 hour range, they will collide together, like they will give you the same entry. Very beautiful. Like I love those ones best, right? Where 4 hour, your range on 4 hour, your range on 1 hour, your range on daily, they align together. Those are the perfectest trade, if there's a word like that. I love to take those kind of trades. Take it, bam, and then what? You sell. Someone says, if I'm using daily as my entry, if I'm using daily, my entry will be on. I don't understand that question. Sorry. Maybe you should rephrase. Okay. Now look what happened. This came out ahead and what? It swept this. Now your entry could be somewhere here. But let me mark this place also. I'll mark this. I'll mark this so that I can know where to. I want to know my exact point of entry on my 5 minutes. My 5 minutes time frame. We'll soon end this meeting. Okay. So I come to my 5 minutes and what is happening? Okay. So this is my 5 minutes. Okay, I think we have to extend to this place, not cover that place. Okay. So I'm coming. I've missed something. So for 5 minutes, what was I doing? Okay. This, okay, yeah, this is it. And this was what happened. Yes. Let me delete this so that I won't be confused. Okay. So this is my range on 4 hour and on 5 minutes. Look at, see, it's then let me draw my Fibonacci so that now it gave you opportunity for two entries here actually. Look at this. And on those most of those opportunities, you will have made money, but you just have to scalp kind of. Now look at this one. This was the range, and on 5 minutes, you can see it first took out this low, right? It first took out the low it had formed here. It's this small candle. Let me widen this. This small one, it took out the low. But personally, I don't enjoy entering at the first bounce of the candle. I would rather enter at the second bounce. If it takes me out, I know that okay, no bullshit, right? If it takes me out at the second candle, at the second bounce, right? That's the second bounce into the range, into the low of the first candle. If it takes me, even if it comes back, I know that okay, I've reached little and I lost that, right? But see what happened on the second bounce. If you enter here and you target only 50% of that candle range, see. So if you after this candle closes, if you enter from this place, what's this open? This open is 23.29, and then if you close your candle here at this point, 23.33, that's 40 pips. And how much did I risk? I risked about 30 pips thereabouts. Let's just say 30 pips and made 40 pips, right? Personally, will I want to take this trade? No. I want a trade where at least I can see 1:2 or 1:3. And sometimes 1:1 can be okay. But personally, I just like, okay, I like the feeling of risking little to make much, right? It's more satisfying that way. So that's why I said you should only look for A setups. So if you have entered here, it will have still be good. But look at, then it gave you entry here. It gave you a perfect entry here. Patience is important in this game. See what happened? And then it's formed this W pattern. If you entered here, what would have happened? Okay, it actually went sour. It went south rather. I don't even know if I marked the correct end. I think I did. Okay, 5 minutes. I think I'm doing the wrong thing or what? It's like I'm considering the wrong range. It doesn't feel like the range, the correct range that I marked. This one. Okay. So this was the range I marked. Oh, it's not supposed to extend. This is what I'm supposed to mark. Sorry. So that's why you should. This was what I was considering. Let me go back again. So for hour. So you can now use your this movement. So this is where we are supposed to have actually marked. Mm-hmm. I wonder why this is confusing. Okay. Look, they were creating bingo. 39, 27 as entry. Okay. Uh, I feel like I'm missing something. But okay. Whatever. So it's good that you mark the correct candle range, because I want to answer your questions. Mark the correct candle ranges, right? Let me close this for now. Close this for now. Uh, so, hmm, hmm. I think what I would advise is if you see this, let's mark the time. What is this time? This time was the time for this candle. What is up? Where is that thing? So the time for this candle was 5 a.m. Friday, June, 5 a.m. So of course, it's going to span between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. So we mark the correct thing, right? 5 a.m. and 1 a.m. Let's go to, we boil down to our 1 hour. Okay, here it is what? It is 1 a.m. So you bring it closer. So this is 5 a.m. to what? 9 a.m. So actually, it will not include 9 a.m. because it will be taking consideration of the new candle. So let's say 5 to 8 here, and then you bring it down to here. Okay. Mm, okay, 5:45 and 4:50. Okay, so this is 5 a.m. Um to this place. Yeah. So that you get the correct range, it's always important that you mark this box correctly, right? So you have captured this. So your range, did I delete the, looks like I deleted the line, okay? Of course, you can go back to your 4 hour to mark your range correctly. Anyway, so you can go back to your 4 hour to mark the correct range. Where is it? So this is your, and then mark here, okay? So it is the first one. Which one does it sweep first? It's going to sweep the high first. That was the mistake I was making. It went ahead to sweep that high first. It was the high it first swept. Okay, now see, so 9 a.m. came, and then what this high was swept, it gives a nice reversal pattern. This is what do they call this thing? I used to forget the name. If I see the reverse, I know it. Is it hanging batsman or is it hanging or something? What do they call this pattern? This reversal pattern? Who knows?
The names are somewhat confusing, but when we
Yeah.
see them, we know.
Yeah. So now look at this. It swept this, then it gave this reversal pattern. This, if I see this kind of reversal pattern, and I look at the next candle after it, is also bearish. I will enter here. When this closes, 5 minutes, I enter here, pam, right? I enter from this place. Of course, this reversal does not work every time, right? Actually, and this gives only one bounce. You can decide to leave this because it could actually go back. Let's be realistic, right? It could actually return back to the entry. But if you want to take the trade, maybe you are risking little, and you enter at this point. This is 23.36, and your high is what, 23.39. That's about 30 pips risk. And then you are coming for this place within range. If you are going full range, that's 23.37, which is 90 pips. So you are risking 30 pips to make the 90 pips. That's 1:3, which is good, right? But personally, I love to see a second bounce, right? A second bounce. There's no rush. And it did not give me a second bounce. So I might leave this. But if I want to risk little, let's say I'm risking maybe 1/3 of my normal lot size for this trade, right? I could take it and probably shift my stop loss a little bit higher. Just it's about risk. And I will only take this kind of trade probably if I've been looking for a setup all day and I'm tired of looking. I just want to take something. Just one trade. Right? because there are times that you can wait for setup and you will not see. And those times, actually, it is better to wait it out. You don't have to enter every trade. Okay. So someone says if I'm using my daily entry, if I using my okay, it's still the same question. Okay, if I use my daily to mark the range, what time frame will I use to find the entry? I already said that now. Just jump 3 time frame. If you are using daily to take your range, jump 1, 2, 3. Go to 15 minutes to take your entry. Right? Your entry is on 15 minutes, please. Okay. Okay. So your daily is to 15 minutes. Your 4 hour is to 5 minutes. Your 1 hour is to 1 minute. Okay. Your monthly, your weekly time frame is to 30 minutes. Your monthly time frame is to 1 hour, right? So you can do it like that. And even those from daily to 15 minutes, you can still boil your 15 minutes down to one minute safe. So trading is complex, but you can make it simple. You can just make it simple and don't over labor yourself. See, one good trade a day can make up for 13 trades. Personally, if I'm trading too much, it means I'm not making profit. That's what I like. If something that you have observed in yourself, you are looking for opportunity always in the market, you are trading too much, it's because you are not making money. So if you look for one quality trade, even if it is a day, personally now I've made the decision. I only take one trade in the afternoon, in the morning, one in the afternoon. I look for opportunity. If I see an opportunity in the morning and I strike, another one in the afternoon, I'm done for the day. There's a lot to do in life outside of Forex, right? So please don't let the market eat all your money, right? And if you're someone asked a question yesterday about pips and is it pips that you consider a lot size? May I consider the amount? If you attended the bootcamp training that we did earlier this year and subsequent trainings that we've done, I always say it is you risk amount. You don't have to risk pips or risk, of course, pips and lot size will be factored into the amount you are risking. If you are trading a prop firm and let's say the daily drawdown is 500, is five what do they call it? Yes, it's $500 or it's 5%. If the daily drawdown is 5, you don't have to risk all the 5% for that day. No, that's not how to manage funds. The daily drawdown, in fact, you don't even want to smell the daily drawdown. You don't even want to go near it. So if the daily drawdown is 5%, personally, I will use 0.5% per trade to risk 0.5%, right? So that will give me the opportunity that, okay, at least I will have to take 10 trades. I will have to lose 10 trades in a row for me to blow that account, for me to read the daily drawdown, which I don't want to, which is not even possible. So let's say, for example, you are risking, you are trading, what do they call it? Okay. Let's say, for example, you are trading a 10K account, and the daily drawdown is 5%, right? I'm only going to be risking 50 pips per trade. And that's when I'm even starting. When I start, and I'm only taking 2 trades a day. 2 trades a day, maximum of 3 trades a day, right? I'm taking only 2 or 3 trades per day. Right? And when I see that, okay, this thing is already going down, maybe I'm already on like minus 200 drawdown, I would reduce my risk from 500, from $50, from risking $50, I'll be risking what? $30. So that's how to trade, please, guys. That's how to trade. Don't let this market swallow your capital. We are supposed to be increasing capital. God bless us. So yeah, I wish you guys a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, and a wonderful rest of your year. So thank you very much. Any other questions? Do you have any other questions, guys? Okay.
I think
If
I
you
think
have
I
other,
have a question.
just what do you say?
I think I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay. When marking out a CRT, like if we want to choose a CRT, are
Hmm?
we to wait for the sweep of a long candle first, or what?
Yes, you wait for the sweep of the high or the sweep of the low.
That's when we mark it as a CRT.
Ah, uh, see, I'm going to drop the recording on my YouTube channel, right? You can go and watch it again. I don't want to
All right.
go back, yeah, because the time is already running out. I don't want them to log us out again. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, and have a wonderful day, everybody.